Hello, first graders. Thanks for joining me for another story. Are you ready for the new book? This story is called Santa's Noisy Night. In this story, you might notice that someone is just a little too loud. Let's find out why this might be a problem. Get nice and comfy. Here we go. It was Christmas Eve, and Santa was feeling jolly. Jingle bells, jingle all the way, Santa sang noisily as he loaded the toys into the sleigh. Shh, Santa, whispered the reindeer. You have to be quiet tonight or you'll wake the children. I'll try to, said Santa, but I do like singing. You know, I think I know a teacher who sings a lot. Do you know a teacher who sings a lot? Over the earth they flew toward the first house. Santa was so excited that he forgot to land on the roof and ended up in the front yard instead. Oh, bananas. Dear me, dear me, dear me, roared Santa, spying a friendly cat. Merry Christmas, cat. Do you think they'll mind if I use the back door? The cat waved her tail in the air. Shh, Santa, she whispered. They won't mind, but you mustn't wake the children. Of course, I won't, said Santa, jumping out of the sleigh. Santa threw the sack of presents over his shoulder and tiptoed along the garden path. The house was silent and everyone was asleep, except for a snowman in the front yard. Oh, oops, cried Santa, sliding on a patch of ice and crashing to the ground. Shh, Santa, whispered the snowman. You mustn't wake the children. Sorry, said Santa, picking up his presents and bouncing indoors. But Christmas is my favorite time of year. When he reached the Christmas tree, Santa stopped bouncing and pulled some presents out of his sack. One was a jack-in-the-box, which burst open. Santa jumped in surprise. That must have startled him. Laughed Santa, clapping his hands. Shh, Santa, whispered the family dog. You mustn't wake the children. No, we mustn't wake the children, agreed Santa. He put his finger to his lips and crept toward the fireplace to fill the stockings. But he didn't notice the tinsel on the floor. Until it was too late, Santa tripped and went bumpity bump bump across the room, landing on a roller skate. Toys flew everywhere as he skidded across the carpet and fell head first into the fireplace. Oh man, Santa, you are awfully noisy and also clumsy. Achoo! Sneezed Santa, rubbing the soot from his nose. Shh, Santa, said the kitten sleepily from an armchair by the hearth. You mustn't wake the children. Yes, we must be quiet, whispered Santa, scrambling to his feet. You can see he has some dust on his nose from the fireplace. Santa picked up his sack and hurried back to his sleigh, for there were many more places to go before Christmas Day. Finally, they visited the last house, and Santa's sack was empty. Santa rubbed his eyes sleepily and called, Home, reindeer! And with a toss of their heads and a jingle of bells, the reindeer leapt into the sky. Oh, they must be going back home. All done for the night. Oh, ho, ho! Shouted Santa loudly. We are home at last. I know, he added softly. We mustn't wake the children. Are there any children where he lives? I don't know. It had been a busy night, and Santa felt very tired. He made himself a cup of hot cocoa, put on his slippers, lay back in his armchair, and fell fast asleep. Do you notice? Dot, dot, dot. Ooh, you know what that means? Shh, snored Santa. Munch, 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 crunched the reindeer as they ate their supper. Shh, squeaked the mouse. You mustn't wake Santa. Who's fast asleep now? I hope you enjoyed Santa's Noisy Night. Thanks for joining me.